Good morning, Paula. Good morning, Trendy Wendy. And good morning, Mum. Lavinia Peng, Lavinia Guddy, Lavinia Aholele. How are you? Lavinia, I'm in Bunnings, Alexandria. As you would know, Alexandria is just around the corner from where I live in Zooty Zeti Zetland. And Bunnings is one of the big stores we didn't get to. We got to IKEA, make up your own furniture. We got to Kmart, buy Wendy clothes, and buy the girls a hair straightener, but we didn't get to Bunnings. Bunnings is where I get all the tools to put up my curtains and to do other handy things around the house. It's the man's tools paradise. It sells very well around Father's Day in early September. Paula, if you eventually get to Australia, and we'll get you here one day, by hook or by crook, you might have to get Mum to swim, and you can just target behind her. Anyway, Paula, when you get here, since this is a men's store, we'll go here and we'll go shopping. We'll have a bacon egg roll for breakfast, which I've just had at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and a coffee, which you can see. Cheers, kid. Now, things I'm going to buy today are a hacksaw and hacksaw blades. Hacksaw allows you to cut through metal. And from Freedom Furniture, that's another place, Lavinia Peng, Lavinia Guddy, Lavinia Aholele, and I went. From Freedom, well, it wasn't from Freedom, it was from IKEA. I bought the new curtains for my beautiful lounge room, in which I'll send you photos, or you already got photos, because Lavinia Peng, Lavinia Aholele, Lavinia Guddy has actually taken them on her phone, and that's come up on my phone. So in that room with those beautiful Nordic recliners, I'm going to hang red curtains which will match the room beautifully. But I need to hang the curtains on a curtain rod, 2 curtain rods indeed, to get across the 4.25 metre sliding doors and windows, thus out to the lovely balcony overlooking Grandstand Parade on the corner of Gabriel Avenue. I need to hang those or place those curtain rods on brackets. The brackets are metal and they're too long, so I need to cut them with the hacksaw. That's the first thing. Then I need to get screws to screw those brackets into metal. Before I even do that, I've got to get the old brackets for the old curtains off, and they've been screwed so hard by the tradesperson whoever did it that I think he or she would have used a electric screwdriver, and so it's going to be very hard to get those screws off. In any event, I've got to get a range of screwdrivers so I've got a better fit. I've also got to get a screwdriver that's going to better fit the screws that both myself and Lavinia Guddy, Lavinia Aholele, Lavinia Peng tried to use to put the bedside tables together, which will go either side of the bed in my main bedroom. That will allow the bedside table currently in my main bedroom to go aside the guest bedroom, known as the Paula Peng room, because he had a claim on it, only to be denied by Australian immigration. Paula, I hope your mum's told you how Australian immigration made it impossible, virtually impossible, in effect impossible for me to get you out here. Anyway, my guest bedroom has a number of names. One of it is the Paula Peng room. Another is the Peppermint Mist room, because the light green colour that you would have seen in your mum's photographs is called by Tormans Paints, the producer of the paint, Peppermint Mist. It's also called the Namatjira room. Not quite Namatjira yet, but it will be. Namatjira, Albert Namatjira, is a famous Australian Aboriginal painter who's passed away now from Central Australia, out in the hot middle desert, thousands of miles from Sydney and the cool coastline. Paula, if we're manned one day and we walk out there, it'll take us months, and we'll have to carry our own water, we'll have to shy and shepherd ourselves from the wild kangaroos, the snakes, the sheep, the horses, not to mention the redneck, racist white Australians out there. But we might do it, we'll see. Anyway, out in Alice Springs, where I lived from about 6 to 9 months, from 1997 to 1998, was a wonderful landscape Aboriginal artist who painted the beauty of that country. And I tell you what, kids, the Australian desert isn't all flat, boring, arid sand. It's got some beautiful spots around Alice Springs. It's Alice Springs because the water that runs up under much of Australia through the rocks comes up in springs in various places. That's how people can live out there. That's how they can raise cattle out there. And that's why Alice Springs has the word spring in its name. It's surrounded by beautiful but low-lying mountains, and This creates valleys, and within those valleys, beautiful native grasses grow, and the wonderful Australian gums with their white trunks, and that's what Namatjira paints. I've got one of his paintings that my former partner Catherine bought when we were visiting Alice, and I have to get it reframed because the glass is broken and the frame's a bit dirty. Once I do that, I will hang it in the Namatjira Paula peppermint mist room. Lavinia, yesterday morning I actually hung that original painting of the New South Wales North Coast near Grafton where I grew up, that my father bought as an original in the 1960s. I hung that in the Paula Peng room, and I also hung that picture, that wonderful, interesting picture from about the 1950s, I'd say, of Sydney Harbour with the P&O liner going under the Harbour Bridge. Well, 6 minutes is up for this video. It's a pretty long video. I wonder if I'll be able to post it on the net. So I better say it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from you. Jiminy, hi to you. Jiminy is about to leave the Cook Islands and is about to buzz over to Tahiti. So say hi to Jiminy. He's having a wonderful time with his Pacific harem. It'd be good if he was here to help me with all these jobs, but a boy's got to have his time out and he's enjoying the Pacific. Oh, we're coming up to the 6-minute 30 mark. Bye to you all. Take care. Study hard, kids. And remember, go the Roosters.